Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. I told you I'd have another check-in video on Saturday, and of course that's what this is. So again, Module 1 is extended, so you have plenty of time to finish Module 1. But I wanted to talk a little bit further about some of the questions that students have had via email. A lot of you have emailed me already on your paper and presentation, which is a cool thing because you're already thinking about it and you want to get ahead. So I'll go ahead and go over that. And it's just going to be a broad overview because we do have a few weeks to talk specifically about APA writing. I'm actually going to give you a sneak peek real quick. These are not open to you now, and they won't be, but I'll show you. In week 5 and week 6, we actually talk about the writing process, and that's when we have a big time paper overview. So that'll be really helpful for you in the near future. But in the meantime, let's look at the rubric and the guidelines. All right, one second. So the assignment is a research paper on anything related to healthcare that you find interesting. So a lot of you might be interested in, of course, some surgical type procedures that may happen or anything. You know, I've had a lot of students write about different things. So you got to find a healthcare related topic, and you're going to have to write an essay on it or a research paper. Along with that, you have a 2 to 3 minute video overview of that paper. Now, the video does not have to be where you show your face on the screen per se. It can be just a screen share like I'm doing now, but it has to be an overview of what your findings were, what you thought was interesting. Just very basic. The presentation part's the easiest part. It's an individual assignment, of course. You're going to have resources. We're going to use two things, Google Scholar and the PMI library to find resources, and that's the only resources you can use. You cannot use .com sources. Now, you can use .gov website, but you're not really going to find a lot out there like that. But you got to have scholarly material, articles, right? And we'll talk more about that in further weeks. But you have to have 5 references, so 5 references total. The paper itself has to be a minimum of 5 pages, which does not include the abstract, the title page, or the reference page. So it's double spaced. So it's really 2.5 pages. It's single spaced, but it's double spaced because it's an APA, and we'll talk about APA in the future. All right. So 2 to 3 pages long. There's going to be a lot of great resources that I share as well that make this a lot easier. And that's kind of a summary of the paper that's going to be due. More to come on that, but if you want to start thinking about your healthcare topic, you could start doing that now. That's a cool thing. All right, let me pause the video and head back to the course. I just want to issue a reminder very clearly that the lectures are recorded in this class. It's an online class, but I do have those important office hours if you're interested. The thing that you have to do is just email me, and then we'll work out a time together. I do have some time set aside, but that could be booked with another student per se. So just email me, and we'll work together to create a time that works for you, and I'll work around your schedule. I'm in school too personally, so I know the challenge is making sure you get everything done. Now, I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of students that struggle per se with the self-paced recorded lectures, but I'm happy to help. When I do have students that it's new for, I'm happy to help them navigate this class. So reach out anytime. That's what I'm here for. All right, once again, we're in week 1. There's a lot of different things that you need to do in week 1, but make sure you watch the lectures, make sure you watch the videos, and make sure you do your discussion board. Some of you have emailed me on, hey, what's a discussion board and what should I be doing in my discussion board? Well, that's a simple thing from the perspective of this class. It's just an overview. So your initial post is a 200-word overview of what you learned in the module, and then your reply is just a 50-word reply to another student. So it could be anything that they learned per se. So in your 200-word overview, I really like to see someone that took initiative and kind of gave a broad overview of the module, not just one video. And then your reply can be specific to what the other person put in there. The way it works is, since we're on an extended week, right? This week, your week 1 discussion board is going to be due. Your initial post, your long 200-word post, is going to have to be, it's always going to be due on a Wednesday, so it's going to be due on the 7th. And then your reply is due on the 11th, and those are both end of day. So this is what I look for in the responses, right? Quality of your original post, your participation, which would be your reply, the quality of responses, which would also be your reply, how your writing looks, and making sure that you submit it on time. And if you do um, both the initial post and the reply, and it's the word counts right, and it looks like you took your time and wrote it in a way that makes sense, and you're going to get full credit. So don't stress about that. All right. Hopefully that helps with the discussion boards. Again, let's jump into week 1, because that's what's due this week. And make sure you take a look at the all-important course syllabus and course schedule. I know some of you already jumped in there, but make sure you take a look at the course schedule. Next week we're going to open up, and I'll give you a sneak peek. Again, next week we open up week 2, effective communication, verbal and nonverbal. But right now we're still on extended week 1. So make sure you get your stuff done, which is only 2 things, right? Your homework, which is going to be due by the 11th, and your discussion posts, which we just talked about, right? 8/7 and 8/11, right? Because it's an extended week. So if you have any questions related to this, just reach out and let me know. I'm happy to help. Again, I'm happy to meet with you. If you're having trouble, let's talk it through. I know this can be a little unique in relation to learning how to navigate Blackboard if this is your first time, so I'm happy to help. And a lot of you have already emailed me, which is cool. Again, reach out if you have any questions. Week 1, look below this video and you'll be able to see some due dates. This was an extended week, so hopefully it gave you time to jump in. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I appreciate all that you're doing. I'm looking forward to the next few weeks with you as we navigate this class together. Thanks so much.